Mm. Hey guys, good morning, good day, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Good moment of now. And every moment of now is a moment of you, a moment to gain, to learn, to expand, to embody, and to align to your truth, to your divinity. All right, guys, just hopping on for a morning message. I don't have my book, so I'm not doing a power of three. Everything happens for a reason, and I love it sometimes when things don't actually line up the way the human mind wants, because then it opens up new pathways to do things. Oh, a second here. So I didn't have my book, Losing My Religion, and I thought, oh, Mythos's book is right here before me, and it says top 10 biters. And so I might actually pull a page out of that, because I think that everything is always for our advantage and an opportunity to gain something about ourselves. Just like every moment is a moment of you, it's a moment to align to your truth and to your divine frequency imprint in, your soul, your journey. So I thought that was kind of funny, because I'm like, so normally we could go, dang, I forgot that, or I left that behind, or darn it, I left that at the other house, or I forgot to buy this at the store. Now I don't have this ingredient. So even all of those little mishaps, or you could consider them unalignments, still are to bring forth greater alignment to you. It will give you an opportunity to, problem solve, or to use your creativity, to improvise, and that opens you up and expands you. It gets you out of that rut, or that routine, or that sameness, just being the same. So actually, what was coming to me this morning, and I wanted to do a message. I wanted to do a Ria on the run, and I'm sure that I will still do that later. But it's like literally 10 degrees, and it's so cold and frigid. Even walking to my truck, my running shoes, my feet are cold, and my feet aren't usually cold in my running shoes, my trail runners. So I'm like, I really was inspired to do a message. And even in that, my plan changed. So I'm coming on and doing my morning message instead. And it's so weird, because it was like 55 last week, no snow. Mythos and I were scootering to the park, and now we're like bundling up for almost like sub below, but it is supposed to warm up into the 20s today. So, hey, good morning, Miranda. Thank you for joining me. First one on again today. Thank you so much for being in my live and contributing to my lives and these messages. And everyone watching now and later, also, you are contributing, because in reality, energy knows no linear time or space. God source energy is everywhere all at once, and so is an aspect of you. You are everywhere all at once, co-creating and reflecting exactly what you need every moment to give yourself the opportunity to align to your heart space, to come to more and greater self-realization in the physical. You already hold all of that information. It's just about activating and remembering and realigning. All right. I don't have my bells. I don't have my little sun. But as always, we have our sun within us. So I think before I begin, we'll just take a breath into our sun within, connect to the highest frequency available to us in this moment of now. This moment of you is an opportunity to bring your gaze, your focus, your awareness to your own energy right within your heart space, the portal to all that you are, the crosshair, the middle space, the middle road. Buddha would say, take the middle path. The heart space is that middle, the middle between your upper chakras and your lower chakras. That vortex, that portal to all that you encompass in spiritual, and all that you encompass in the physical, your emotions, your senses, your blood flow, your very breath. So we'll take a nice deep breath in, guys. Focus onto your heart space. Breathe in. Breathe in a little more and a little more. Feel your expansion, feel your light growing, feel those rays emanating from your physicality, and also reaching into all timelines and dimensions that support you and aid you now. And exhale. Always makes me a little dizzy. All right, guys, let me straighten this phone out. So what was coming to me as a message before sorry, I even left my phone stand. So I'm propping up against the little coaster rack. It's about allowing our limitations to work for us. So even the beginning of this message, I said that when things don't go as planned, or you forget something, or you miss something, or something isn't as it was, like me forgetting a bunch of my cards, my phone stand, and my book at the other house. It gives me an opportunity to actually expand and apply creative energy, and to allow other energies to stream through me, to activate, to open up as I improvise, as I use what is available to me now. And that's what we're always called to. Every moment of now is to utilize, to use, to absorb whatever is happening before you now, to surrender to your energy before you now. And in that, it helps you to align and grow in yourself, because you are the one projecting the circumstance, the situation, and whatever it is you're going through at some level. At some level, you are doing that. So I, at some level, maybe subconsciously, created the situation. So limitations and feelings of stuckness. When you are feeling stuck or limited in life, whether it be a relationship or a move or a job, career, even your spiritual expansion, and it's all spiritual, they are saying allow that to work for you. So many times when we're limited and stuck, it brings dis-ease, discomfort, and we want to wiggle out of it. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable. Oh man, this job's not comfortable. This relationship that I'm going through right now, it's not comfortable. Or that dialogue, or that communication, or my pants, or my work. It's not comfortable. Something's not comfortable, but I don't know what else to do. And that is a deep call to surrender to the energy that you have created for your experience, to align to greater alignment to your truth. And it's not easy to surrender and that discomfort, and we want to grow, and we want to move forward, and we want to be proactive, and we want things to change. But that all comes from actually surrendering to what is before you now, and utilizing all the energy before you now, all of the resources available to you now. And when there is that feeling of limitations and stuckness, that is because there's actually great work being done. It is the very thing that opens us up and releases that block to then move forward in our life. So those times of when we're stuck or feeling limited or not knowing which way to go, those are actually the very catalysts and triggers that actually promote the opening to create and move forward. If we try to push past that and not deal with the blockage, we're not going to fully open the flow and experience what our soul is bringing us to, creating. This is so cool. That makes me appreciate stuckness so much more. Or like, say you're living, but you want to move somewhere, or you're in a house and you want to move, but it's not happening, or you want that career to open up, but it's not happening. It's those times where we are we are being confronted with ourself, some energies that we are working through to gain insight, just to surrender to. When you're stuck and you're limited, you're going to go within and you're going to say, what's up, man? What's up, dude? Come on, spirit guides. I've done everything I think I'm supposed to be doing. I'm meditating, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I feel like I'm doing all the right things. And that puts us in a position sometimes of, geez, I'm crow, man. Where's my higher self? Where is God? Where's my help? Well, it's always there. It's just telling and allowing. They're saying allowing again, allowing us the opportunity to have that pause before we move on, to realign, or to release, or to now acknowledge an energy that is preventing us from that shift. So it's all necessary. They're saying it is actually the very thing we need, that pause. They're saying it's that pause almost, or it's that night before the morning, before the sun rises. It's just that pause. It's like they're showing me it as a little thing in the pipes, a clog in the pipes. And it's a little thing that we just got to sit with and transmute an energy that we are working and processing. And in that processing, we're transmuting and dissipating it, and then shoom, then we shift to whatever it is that we had that desire or the goal, or just we're released. We're released like that clog, they're saying. Something that's clogged in the pipes. As we sit and surrender, seek and you shall find. It gives you an opportunity to communicate with your higher self, spirit, feeling into your energies, allowing that to come to your awareness that would not come to your awareness otherwise, unless you sat in that block or sat in that limitation. It's an opportunity to release that clog. And it's like there's an energy that is clogged, and then you sit with it. And as you're sitting, because you are light and love, you're transmuting energies, things will come to your awareness that would not have come to your awareness if you just kept moving. So it's a pause before shoo, then you're sent off, like shoo, catapulted, or shoo, like a rocket, like, so it's coming. It's just allowing that realignment, allowing that pause that is so needed before you move on, because in that pause you're going to gain information, clear information, realign, that's going to give you the optimum result. It's going to give you the optimum shift, the optimum experience in what you're going for. So just surrender. And the universe is within you. God, source energy, your higher self is everywhere all at once. They're doing the work behind the scenes, and your job is just to surrender and allow, and to breathe, to follow the guidance in the moment. And sometimes we're guided to do nothing. Exactly why? Because we're meant to do nothing. There's energies working behind the scenes, and there's energies working within you. They happen simultaneously. As we work through the energies within us, they happen outside of us simultaneously. All right. Hey, good morning, Tamra. All right. So I thought that I'm going to use what is available before me, and I just want to get a little more insight, and I'm going to pull a chakra card. I'm going to pull a chakra and energy center and see what area might be feeling a little bit, the area that's working, transmuting, I'm going to say. I'm not going to say block per se, because it's not all about being blocked and clogged. Sometimes it's just, it's an expansion happening. There's some codes activating, they're saying. It's not that you're blocked and clogged, even though I use that analogy of being clogged. It's an energy, a denser energy that is expanding. It's gaining insight. It is, it's doing this. It's like it's moving and then expanding, and it's growing. It's giving birth. It's giving birth to greater insights, frequencies, creation. So let's just see what chakra is affecting the collective right now. All right, Spirit. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you guys who are here now and later. You guys are the ones creating this message through your awareness, for me and for you, and for all of us. Anybody that resonates will be called to watch it. And that's so beautiful, how we always are creating and reflecting exactly what we need, even in those limitations. Spirit is saying, especially in those limitations, especially in those stuck moments, they're an opportunity for a pause. It's almost like they're saying when you make candy, you got to get it to like that hard stage. If you try to make fudge or candy and it's not quite ready and you go to pour it, they're saying, or make the candy or put it in the mold or put it in the fudge dish, it's going to be all soft. It's not quite ready. So that's what's happening to us. We're getting in that perfect frequency through that pause, through that limitation, through being stuck, when we can just rest into it. And then that actually shifts us quicker. What is it? The candy, hard boil stage, soft boil stage, whatever it is, that's what's happening to us right now. So surrender to it, because if you try to move past that before it's ready, if you try to pour that sugar recipe before it's ready, it's not going to be optimal. All right. Temperature. Yeah, the temperature's rising. All right, and it has to do with creativity. It has to do with creativity, the sacral. Yesterday when I did that live and we were going through all of the chakras, um, the lower chakras seem to be having the most pause or work being done on them. It was like where the most clearing was, um, the realigning, and the creativity is that sacral. It is that energy that we are, it's the giving birth, it is creation, it is that's it. So creativity in the sacral, when a woman is got a baby in her womb, there's a process before the baby actually is born and becomes manifest. So what they're saying is there is some creative adventure, something that we are giving birth to, um, energetically first. And it isn't necessarily a brand new thing. It can be a culmination or an expression of something we've already started, even. But what they're saying is that baby is forming completely. It needs that pause. It needs that 9 to 10 months before it comes out and is healthy, just like that candy. It's got to be at the right temperature. It's got to be at the right molecular structure. So there's something happening within our sacral, and it's bringing forth a creativity that is even higher frequency and aligned to our innate self, to our heart. Everything is always aligned to us, dependent on our frequency and what we're allowing Spirit is saying. So wherever we have been, it is never that we were at the wrong place. You can never be at the wrong place. Everything is frequency and energy. So we're always given the tools, the places, the situations, the pauses, the momentum, the shifts exactly when you need them according to you and your soul's journey. And there it is. It's a 10, and that is an opening, a shift in frequency, a new cycle, a new beginning. And we're building on our confidence. It's saying we're building on our confidence. So within that past cycle that we're wrapping up, it's allowed us to build in our confidence. Our personal power is that sacral sexual energy and expressed through creativity. So what I'm feeling right now from this card is whatever we've been going through and are going through, it is giving us that pause. If you're feeling paused or limited or stuck in any way, shape, or form, it is giving us an opportunity to empower ourselves to gain greater wisdom and insight and confidence. So step by step, if we're thrown, say an actor, an actress, or a singer or a performer, they're just thrown on stage before they're ready, they're not going to necessarily deliver their energy as confidently as aligned to their heart space, because it took many different energies and experiences to get to that point. And that's what we have gone through and are going through to get us to that point, whatever that is for us. And what's standing out is this line that ringer is off. I thought I put notification button on. There's a divider here. So what is bringing this opening? I can think of it as that pipe, that flowing, that creativity, the birth canal, even representative in this line here. It's when the solar plexus is just right. And then we've got that third eye. So when we have confidence in what we're receiving intuitively, then that stream is going to open. It's just like when you go to school or whatever you study. If you have a certain career, say you're a doctor or a teacher, whatever it is that you've been studying, there's those steps. So we've taken all of the steps, and now it's like fermenting. It's coming together. It's oculating. I don't know what the word is. Coalescing. It's all just getting ready to come forth. And we've had many expressions and coming forth of our energy, they said, but some of us might be feeling limited or stuck. And it might not even be in a career. It could be just in any development or situation that you're having in life. Anything. It could even be health. It could be anything. So we are balancing the solar plexus with what we're being received. We're gaining that confidence, and where it's not fermenting, it's just coming
to birth. And then that opening is going to come and open right up. Creativity. So it's to do with our own personal power, our creativity, having the confidence and trusting what we're being guided to do. Make sense? Hey, Bo, how are you? You finally caught me. I'm going to try to plan on about 9 o'clock every day to deliver a message, whether I'm on the run, whether it's a power of 3, whether it's a pre-run message. And it was so cold out, I decided I'm not going to do it on the run. I'm going to let it warm up a little bit. It's like 10 degrees here. Most handsome man ever. All right. So I think what I'll do is we'll just do a little more clearing, activating with light language, activating. It is actually, whoa, I feel a little dizzy here. So there's a rush of energy wanting to come forth. To me, the higher frequencies are the light codes wanting to activate. So we're just going to focus on that sacral and do just a little bit of activating, realigning, just clarity. So we're just going to take a breath in, and I'm just going to focus on the sacral today. Yesterday, we went up through all the chakras. We'll focus on the sacral. We're going to breathe energy into that, and I'll just bring forth some light language to clear, to align. You guys can let me know if you're getting visuals or feeling anything. But just because it's a sacral doesn't mean you're going to feel it in the sacral. Like me, I just had a gush in my crown. So that's meaning there's an influx in higher frequencies. And Miranda or Tamara earlier said temperature. Temperature represents frequencies too. So it could be to do with the spiritual activation affecting the creative, an influx of those energies coming through us. And they affect all of it, but it's really bringing intensity to the sacral, they're saying. Those intensities you're feeling here are going right down into our sacral, giving us insight and activations. Insight and activations. All right, so we'll breathe into our sacral. I'll see what comes forth to envisions. You guys might be receiving something. There's some emotional traumas that are affecting the presentation of that creative energy. So they're going right into the heart chakra. Actually, I can feel some movement in the heart, maybe some doubt, maybe some trauma from the past that is affecting our creativity, the creativity, sexual energy, expression, and self-empowerment. So that they're saying is tied to the heart chakra. So there's some clearing happening simultaneously in could be childhood wounding. They're saying young adult wounding, affecting that expression in flow. That expression in flow. A time where we've trusted, acted out, but it didn't get received in the way that we wanted to be received. Koreshina ni naunorea, kushin ini ani nuria ta sikorte ti pari, kositi ti pari, kashurati sarati kurari. As you are bringing forth creative expression, you might be triggered in emotions, some heart releasing, some blockages there, some pain transmutation, because that is directly related to our expression of our personal power. If we're not feeling here and we're feeling wounded, we're not going to be as strong and confident in that expression. Even in attracting mates, relationships, friendships, if we're holding that childhood trauma there, those interpersonal relationships are being affected as well. They're having me move up into the heart space. There's some stuff going on here that is creating blockages for the creative expression. Korasira ta tahira sipa koro ninina shikukori tekari ariti kiki kirari hora ta sira to pore di atari hiri kikukorira pahikokoro ta shikora ninina pashikiki ure nina ta sara te korata Shorasira kira tira pone tasikikitarita. We're being comforted and it's still going back to childhood, just hugging. We're being embraced with love and light from the divine feminine, sending us love where we have not felt love before, giving us acceptance where we were rejected. Tahira kina tahira. Shukoritite sire. You are loved. You are loved, my child. You are nothing but love. Any experience on the outside that has prevented you from embodying or feeling the realness and the physical of this love is being transmuted into the love. You've come to do the transmuting. Any areas that you have not felt love, it is part of your soul's purpose to bring those areas love. And they're saying that that is to be done through your creative expression, through your channeling, through your music, through your artwork. You are channeling energies of healing through your creativity of the wounded child, of the wounded young adult. Not just this timeline, many timelines. As you heal here, you heal everywhere. You are already healed. You've come to bring that healing frequency to whatever area you felt separate from it. I can feel a lot going on in my heart area. It's like they're showing me crevices that have gone deep. And there's an opening and there's a releasing of light through your allowance, guys. I can really, there's a lot happening in the heart space, isn't it always? It's always, that's the middle. As I said earlier, that is the middle. That is the crosshair. It is the middle path that brings healing to all the chakras. So whatever you are being called or guided to or working towards, it is to bring an open flow of healing. It is holding your divine frequency imprint. Whatever that expression is for you. Groups, channelings, music, baking, mothering, partnership, career, where you live, how you move. You're bringing healing. You're bringing healing and alignment and opening through whatever area you felt separate from love. Separation is an illusion. You are merging with the pain and the suffering to bring forth the healing. Shorya kahira tita hiro koninasi. Porata ke shorya ta hiri. Shutita hiri kore pahirni koraza. Kore tita hiro to kokorina. Shusia pa iri korada ahiro konina sirapa. Shoreti iaka tahakore. Kahahiri akoreti. They want you to breathe energy and love and light into that heart and move it down into your sacral. Let it merge. Let it just collect in that area and push it down into the core of Mother Earth so that you are anchoring that healed energy to be experienced in your physical vessel, to embody that healing, that alignment. That's what you came. That's what you came to do, to be, to allow. Do whatever that expression is for you. Just breathe into your heart space, guys. I feel very light in here, so there's a lot of unconditional love being poured in and support for your wounded child, any little lingering areas that are being brought into alignment. And then as you move it down into your body, down into your root, down into Mother Earth, you are grounding that healing in those high frequencies to be embodied. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guys. Thank you for bringing that forth. I thought that it was just going to be like contained in that sacral. And yeah, it's always tied into the heart space, they're saying. So what I learned from this and learned from you guys, it's all tied into the heart. It's all tied into the heart. There's some blockages that are being activated with light, some light codes that are being activated that have been dormant. I can still feel, and I don't know if you guys can feel a little bit of opening movement energy's moving. It's not painful, but I can tell that it is being pain transmuted to the light, to acceptance, compassion, and unconditional love. It's being infused with unconditional love from the Christ consciousness down into that heart space, down into that sacral, so that we can express with authenticity, confidence, and truth, aligned to our divinity, our frequency, our stamp. All right, guys. Thanks for that. All right. So I thought I would just share that today. Thank you for joining, guys. The cake is almost done. I know, me and my cake. I made oatmeal cookies yesterday. Yeah, the cake is almost done. The cake is a beautiful, yeah. It's yummy, it's sweet, it's pretty. It's got flowers. Yeah, we're blooming, we're blooming, we're blooming. And there's many cycles where we bloom, and then it's time for a new blooming. Just like in Mother Earth, there's spring, summer, winter, fall, and certain flowers, well, they pass away, and then we're bloomed to something even more beautiful the next season. And they're saying it's not that you guys haven't been bloomed or aren't already bloomed and that you weren't where you're supposed to be. Every cycle brings forth new life and new plants and new expression, and we're entering a new cycle of a higher frequency expression, is what Spirit is saying. Because sometimes it gives me the feeling of, oh man, that work's never done. What do you mean? I thought I was bloomed. I'm not bloomed yet. You have been bloomed in all of the cycles. You've come to full bloom. You've come to full bloom within a certain frequency, trajectory, and cycle. And then we enter that, like winter here, that dormant space. And that's that time of kind of maybe feeling stuck or limited or not being able to go out biking because it's 10 degrees. You might be feeling held back in some way, but that's giving us time to grow those higher frequencies, to connect to them and allow them through being with self, through just being in the moment of now and allowing that whatever you're going through now to serve you. You might not be feeling like it's forward movement, but it's bringing you to the forward movement as you grow and ascend in frequencies. And then you're blooming into something higher frequency. You're that same flower, but you're just bringing forth a higher frequency expression due to your growth. So that's what I'm feeling. This is what's coming up. It's like the earth. This is your sacral, and you're bringing forth a higher frequency expression, and that can be shown in a new way, a new idea, a new avenue. It's all the same flower. It's the same core you being expressed just a little bit differently from a different perspective or a continuation of frequency and expansion. So sometimes I feel like, it's not done. It's not that. It's never done. It's never done. It's a continuing expression and expansion of you, of you, of you. All right, guys. So I'm going to head out. Maybe I'll do I'm just feeling that something else is going to come out today. So I'm just going to go with it. And I just wanted to share that. And thank you guys for creating this message. Thank you for being here. And again, for anyone watching now or later, if you would like personal readings, guidance, spiritual insight on exactly what's going on within your energy, I act as, that mirror, that other perspective to help you work through things that sometimes we have tunnel vision and we're kind of blinded. And it just helps. It helps to have readings done. So you could just inbox me, go to Temple of the Sun. All right, guys, never. Yes, it's never. So that means just enjoy the moment. Just enjoy and surrender to every moment of now. Every moment of now is a moment of you. It's a moment of you, guys. Embrace it. Sink into it. Feel into it. Savor it. Savor every moment. For the moment that it is, it's a moment of you, created by you, for you. And we all share in that. We all get a piece of the cake. All right, guys, may you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.